when life gives you copper, what are you gonna do with it? You know what I mean? So when life gives you lemons, what do they say? Make lemonade. When life gives you copper, what do you guys do with it? Well, here's what I do with it. So check it out. Today's magical journey. Well, earlier I was changing the alternator on my van, and I realized that it was all made with a bunch of copper wire inside of that alternator that regulates the energy coming from my battery and engine that goes through my entire system, so that I can play the radio, listen to the music, listen to this, do that, and the other thing. So copper wire is such a key element to all of this. So what are you gonna do with copper wire? What am I gonna do with copper wire? You're watching it. So we're gonna have a little, we just got out here to the street corner. Blue sky, a little bit of clouds. It's about 80 degrees. We have some copper wire here. And what we're gonna do very clearly right now is we're gonna anchor in our breath. We're gonna anchor in this day. We're gonna anchor in our visions, anchor in our dreams. We're gonna anchor in whatever it is that we're attempting to do in life to this now moment. When we anchor it in, whoop, then we're sealing the deal so that whatever happens is in alignment with whatever it is that we're asking for. So let's breathe in. Now I'm charging up the wire with my energy. That breath of life, charge that wire up. Okay, now that divine frequency is flowing through it, I'm gonna smooth it up. I have my art clothes on today, so I can just use them like this at will. Spread some purple magic all over on it. All right, we're gonna get it smooth, aligning those molecules on the inside so that they're all. So for all of you out there who like the arcs and the rainbows, arcs and angles, you know what I mean? This could be like a handbag. I could carry it. It would be like a Duran key. You know, some of those things that come from ancient Egypt that they were able to time travel with. Also, some of them, they call them the Ankhs or the Ankhs. You can hold them like that. You would see them in the different hieroglyphics back in the day where they were holding this purse-like bag, and then all of them had them. And sometimes you would see them holding it up like that and turning it to the wall where there was nothing there, like a key going into a lock. It's very interesting if you start to look back into ancient times and look at all the hieroglyphics in the different places, and you start to understand, what do these things mean? I don't know, but I mean, I do know, but I don't know all of it. I just know what I know. So what I know is we're gonna start by feeling this energy, putting all of the divine energy into these pieces, and then we're gonna craft an anchor like we said. So we anchored it into good vibrations. We're going to begin the journey in the middle, in the center, where it is all things always begin. We're gonna give it a thank you for existing, and to whomever it is that this anchor is for. I know it's going to serve you correctly in anchoring your ship, your temple, your body, your spirit, your life, your destiny, your journey, your relationship, your car, your whatever, your dream job, whatever you're attempting to anchor in. This anchor is to assist you in that. And as we craft it with that divine energy into it, we're making it specifically for somebody who, starting at the center, goes equally left and right, and we have a perfect balance beam going on here. We start to look at it and we start to figure it and form it, all right? And so if we bend it around our fingers and use the heat of our own prayer and gratitude and appreciation, it heats and it bends pretty quickly and easily. Or if you wanted to, you could pull out a tape measure and you can measure exactly how it needs to go. I'm not gonna do that. I don't work that way. I mean, I can. I don't choose and prefer to, because my flow is more flowy, and that's how things come out for me, is just, you know what I mean? So when we do that, then what we have is the beginning of an anchor. And we're gonna just fly through this pretty easily and effortlessly and joyfully, because, well, I am here specifically to help people anchor in their divine energy. So I've had a lot of practice at this. And people out there, all of you, who ask, hey Sebastian, what is it that your dreams are? What are you anchoring in? What are you doing? Well, I'm anchoring in all of you on my TikTok to be leaders. I know you got to click that follow button. So do I on everybody that I like's page. But we're not followers. We're leaders, and we're joining together in this network. And when we network ourselves into this divine orchestrated play of joy and gratitude and appreciation, I could probably make a lot of things out of that. That could probably be like a nose. Nose could be eyes right now, and I could start to make it like a wolf's face or a fox face or something right there, or a bird beak. I could probably do all kinds of things with that. I just realized. So this is the beginning of something, and we're anchoring it in. So it's effortless and joyful and amazing for me to anchor this in for you, because that's what my anchor is. My anchor is the ability to create art every single day in some way or another, and to share my art with people through sitting on the streets, performing at galleries and shows, at private parties and different mansion parties and different events, different psychic fairs, different boardwalks on different beaches and different deserts on different hot springs, and presenting my stuff all over. And sometimes I'm a keynote speaker and I'm presenting about what tools for transformation are and what metaphysical is and how it all works. Because when we're actually, you know, getting deep involved in all of this stuff and we're making these things, sometimes people don't understand that octopus is a very wise creature. That wise creature, if you look at it, is a representation. It's copper. Of course, it's not an octopus, but it looks like an octopus. So if I talk to you about the octopus, the 8 legs, the octahedron, and we start to talk about mathematics and geometry and sacred geometry, we start to get into codes, we start to get into sacred, divine fun and play. And then the more we do that, the easier it gets for us to keep on doing that. So we're gonna keep on doing that. So this anchor is well underway. Can you tell where it's going? So what we're anchoring in this video is that I'm here on this page to inspire and motivate you every single day with all kinds of interesting information that I personally experienced and or am experiencing. And I like to leave behind breadcrumbs, if you will, to myself and others on the pathway, so that if you're on a seeking journey and you're needing some assistance, then when you follow that golden thread and you get those breadcrumbs of appreciation and you go down that rabbit hole and you find yourself into a predicament and you don't know how to necessarily get through it, don't give up. Don't give up. Definitely just breathe, relax, take it, and remember that there's a lot of ways to get through your blocks and your obstacles. There's a lot of ways to get through your challenges. There's a lot of ways to figure the things out. If it's not all good, we can rebend things and flow things. Your life's never really broken, even if you think it is. So embrace your challenges today. Find new ways to go through them, go around them, go over them, go under them. And if all that doesn't work still, I'm a spiritual mindset coach and a lifestyle consultant, and I can give you a free 15-minute consultation, see if one of my packages available are going to help assist you in your transformation, because breakthroughs are everywhere. It's a daily process if you're interested. You've got to do the work though. All of us got to do the work. So if you don't know that you're doing the work correctly, it's really hard to trust that what you're doing is going to get you anywhere if you don't see results for a long time. So anchor yourself, throw your anchor, tie it up. Make sure that you're in the right place that you want to anchor. Get vibrational alignment with yourself. Once you get vibrational alignment with yourself, then get in vibrational vicinity of where it is that you feel that the energy is that's going to help assist you in the transformation that you're going through. So for an example, if I get in vibrational alignment with myself, and the law of attraction and action is always attracting to me the things that I want in my life based on the energy and frequencies that I'm putting out. Sometimes if I don't like what it is that I'm getting out here, it's because the way that I'm putting it out isn't necessarily matching out here. It's because something's going on in conflict on the inside, and I have to deal with that, sort that out, and get to the bottom of it and recalibrate myself back to a new place. Because if I don't do that, then what I'm going to be attracting is a non-beneficial part of my life. And that's what a lot of us do, and then we say it's other people's fault. It's not. It's ours. And what we did is we actually projected our shadows outwardly instead of taking responsibility for them. And when we did that, taking responsibility for them instead of projecting them out, then we turned into super pure, awesome, sacred, distillable, thinkable, shareable